whether Abhidhamma should be studied or not, I would like to give this advice. Do not go by what other people say about Abhidhamma. If you ask me, I will say Abhidhamma is very good and so you should study it. But if you ask some other person who does not like Abhidhamma, then he will say no, Abhidhamma is uninteresting or dull, and you can get no benefit from the study. So do not go by what other people say. We all are the disciples of the Buddha. So Buddha always advised us to find out things for ourselves. And when we find out for ourselves that it is beneficial to us, then we should follow it. So here also, try to find out for yourself whether it is beneficial to practice, to study Abhidhamma or not. And if you find it beneficial for you, if you find it worthwhile to study, then do it by all means. But if you think that it is not for you, after finding out for yourself, after studying it, then you may leave it alone. So Abhidhamma is something that is, like I said, that is essential for the correct understanding of the teachings of the Buddha. Now we go to the Abhidhamma books. Now Abhidhamma is one of the three baskets of the Buddha's teachings. So the first one is Vinaya-pitaka, the second one is Sutta or Silanandabhivamsa, and the third Abhidhammattha. And Abhidhammattha consists of 7 books. So on one page you will find these 7 books. So the first book is called Dhamma-sangani. Dhamma-sangani means the classification of the Jhānas, classification of consciousness, and then the mental factors arising together with different types of consciousness, and also the material properties. And the second book is called Vibhanga. It is the analysis of the Dhammas. So in this book, the terms are defined with many synonyms, and also the 5 aggregates and so on are analyzed in great detail. And the third one is called Dhatukatha, discussion of Dhammas taught in Dhamma-sangani. Now here, Dhatu does not mean just elements, but Dhatu here means all the subjects taught in the first book, that is Dhamma-sangani. And then number 4 is called Puggala Panyati, designation of types of beings. Now this is one book that is not really Abhidhamma, although it is included in the Abhidhammattha, because in this book individuals are described, or in other words, the conventional terms are used in this book, so it is not actually the Abhidhamma proper. And number 5 is Kathāvatu, points of controversy. Actually, this book is added at the 3rd Buddhist Council. Now the commentaries say that when Buddha taught Abhidhamma to the gods in Taotics heaven, and when he came to this book, he just mentioned like table of contents, and taking those table of contents as the basis for this book, the Venerable Moggaliputta Tissa at the Third Buddhist Council preached this book. Now this book is actually a book of debate. A book of debate between Theravada and other opinions. So this is also not Abhidhamma proper actually. And it is not easy to understand because it is in the form of debate, and sometimes if you do not read from the beginning, sometimes you may not know whether a statement is by the opponent or the defendant. And the sixth book is called Yamaka. Yamaka means pairs, so book of pairs. That means book of pairs of questions, pairs of answers, and so on. And the seventh is called Patthana, the book of causal relations. Now the seventh book is the most comprehensive and also considered to be the most profound of the 7 books of Abhidhamma. In this book, the 24 types of causal relations are mentioned, and then the relationship between mind and mind, mind and matter, matter and mind, mind and matter, and mind and matter, and so on, are